The LA Lakers are in 13th place in the Western Conference, and with Anthony Davis's injury adding to the Lakers' woes, it seems like the Russell Westbrook trade is off the table. So why do you think the trade is off, and who might be his replacement if he is traded? Likewise, who are the top trade targets for the Lakers right now? Keep watching for more information on all of these in this video. Starting us off, Lakers trade scenarios, what we hear about Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverley, and more. The NBA trade season unofficially began on December 15th. As of Thursday, 74 more players have been added to the trade-eligible pool, all of whom were free agents this offseason. The Los Angeles Lakers have a lot of alternatives now that almost 89% of the league may be moved, giving them more room to enhance their team. With trade season approaching, here is a quick overview of the Lakers' present situation with the standard disclaimer that anything may happen at any point at this time of year. So who are the players off the table for trade? Anthony Davis and LeBron James. James's timing of the agreement he signed this offseason prevents him from being traded until next summer. Since Davis has reemerged as a top 10 player and to the Lakers' best player thus far this season, they have no interest in any trade deal for him. And any Davis trade speculation was always premature. Beyond the two superstars, young players on team-friendly contracts who have exceeded expectations and complement James and Davis effectively include Austin Reeves, Lonnie Walker IV, Troy Brown Jr., Wenyen Gabriel, and Max Christie. None are expected to be traded since the Lakers place a high value on the starter and backup players Reeves and Walker IV, respectively. Then, who are the players at the table? Everyone else but Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverley, and Russell Westbrook are the three names that stand out. Only Westbrook, James, Davis, Beverley, Walker IV, and Nunn earn more than the league minimum wage with the Lakers. Every special deal will involve at least one, if not more, of those players to match their salary. That's how trades operate. James once again cannot be exchanged. Davis is unbeatable. Walker IV's taxpayer mid-level deal is proving to be a bargain. The only options that remain are the three names indicated above. The Lakers' desire to trade Westbrook is widely known. Sam Amick of The Athletic noted last week that while that desire is decreasing, it's still possible. As clubs scramble to tank or unload long-term payroll, it becomes more plausible as the Lakers approach the February 9th trade deadline. Internally, the Lakers are still concerned about Westbrook's fit alongside James, particularly at the end of games when opponents have frequently put their center on Westbrook, mucking up the Lakers' league worst crunch time offense. Especially on offense, Beverley has had trouble in his second stint in Los Angeles. He is recording career lows at the most offensive categories. Beverley's plus-minus is negative for the first time in his career. It's reasonable to assume that at 34, he's starting to fade as a player, but he had not had the effect the Lakers were hoping for when they acquired him in a trade this past summer. Nunn has fallen out of the starting lineup after appearing in 4 of the last 7 games, playing just a few minutes in 2 of them and averaging under 10 minutes in the other 2. In nearly every category, the third-year guard is recording career lows. He is a mere shadow of the player the Lakers had in mind when they acquired him in the offseason of 2021. With contracts totaling $47.1 million for Westbrook, $13 million for Beverley, and $5.3 million for Nunn, all 3 players are underperforming compared to their agreements. So what are the Lakers on the lookout for? Size, primarily on the perimeter, but they could need another big man, and 3-point shooting. Los Angeles is also seeking improvement that can elevate them to competitive status. The Lakers roster is unbalanced, and with an excess of small guards in the rotation, they need to bring in a 6'6" to 6'9" wing. They could also need a flexible big man who complements Davis nicely and would put the restricted Gabriel in a better position. The Lakers are constantly looking for new talent, so a third star who would suit the team better, even if they were a guard, would be considered. So, who are some of the potential trading partners? Indiana, Detroit, Washington, San Antonio, Chicago, Utah, Brooklyn, and New York are included in no particular sequence. Each of those clubs has a star, wing, and big man in which the Lakers are interested. Next up, Lakers insider believes Russell Westbrook trade off the table. Russell Westbrook trade rumors have been circulating for a while, but Lakers source Jovan Buha believes it won't be happening given the team's present circumstances. Buha Buha told Anthony Irwin that from what he gathered, a Russ trade is basically off the table for the 2022-23 season, and he believes the one exception would be that Los Angeles Lakers would have to attach 2 picks. In most circumstances, Los Angeles would not want to give up their first 2-round selections in the 2027 and 2029 drafts to part ways with Westbrook, especially with the latest progression of Anthony Davis's foot ailment, which has now sidelined him permanently. Anthony Davis has been their finest player for a while, and a large part of their success can be attributed to his high-scoring performances. His absence may jeopardize their playoff chances, thus all hands must be on deck, including Westbrook's. Buha continued that his opinion about the Lakers was for them to trade Russell at this time would be with 1 pick or no picks, and right now, it's simply not out there. He continued that perhaps closer to the February 9th trade deadline, a team is anxious to get rid of some payroll. A team is seeking to rebuild or reset, and something comes along where they're like, okay, we'll take Russ, and we just want 1 pick or no pick in a few of seconds. Then, in that case, he believes the Lakers would go ahead and make the trade move, but as of right now, he believes that the Lakers think there aren't any deals out there that make sense for them to trade 2 first-round picks for. According to Buha and a large portion of the NBA world, the most likely scenario is a deal involving 2 underachieving players, Patrick Beverley and Kendrick Nunn, a protected first choice and a wing or front court improvement. The LA Lakers need a dependable player who can win games on the road and complement LeBron James and Anthony Davis when Davis is healthy. Whether the Lakers make a deal or not, Davis's injury may end their chances of making the playoffs because he might lose a substantial amount of time. Even though Westbrook is in the final year of his contract, the Lakers would likely have to forgo draft picks to get any quality players in exchange for him because of his enormous salary. The former MVP has been considerably better since moving to the bench this season, and the Lakers need him right now with Davis out. Los Angeles would ideally upgrade the squad that surrounds LeBron James, but the organization is unwilling to part ways with 2 of its finest draft picks in exchange for such a little change. Buha added that if a club wanted to reduce its payroll, Westbrook might be traded closer to the trade deadline this season. But as of right now, Los Angeles doesn't have that choice. The Lakers are now 13-18 and sit in 13th place in the Western Conference. This season, the squad has struggled without Davis, winning only 2 of the 6 games he has missed. Westbrook hasn't always worked well with James, but he could be the Lakers' best bet right now to contend without giving up significant assets. It will be intriguing to observe how Davis's injury affects the Lakers' strategy for being competitive in 2022-23. Finally, Lakers rumors, top trade targets for LA right now. The Lakers are in a tough spot. They were on the right track with Anthony Davis playing the most outstanding basketball of his career, until he suffered another severe injury. Although the exact timing of AD's potential return is unknown, things don't seem very promising. With a record of 13-18, the Lakers are now the 13th seed in the West, 2.5 games behind the 10th and final play-in place. It's still early in the season, but things will only worsen if Anthony Davis is out for a long time. The Lakers may need some change to stay afloat in the Western Conference because they don't want to waste LeBron James' age 38 season. The LA Lakers are fortunately keeping an eye on a wide range of potential options. As Jovan Buha of The Athletic noted, the Lakers have talked about Cam Reddish of the Knicks, Bojan Bogdanovic of Detroit, and Evan Fournier of the Knicks. Other names mentioned are Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, DeMar DeRozan, and Doug McDermott. However, there's more: Jay Crowder, Eric Gordon, Alec Burks, Terry Rozier, PJ Washington, Kelly Oubre Jr., Josh Richardson, and Jakob Poeltl are a few names to monitor for availability. That is a lot to process, so let's do it in a few more steps. That list has a lot of shooters. Several of these players might improve this team's three-point shooting, including Bojan Bogdanovic, Evan Fournier, Kyle Kuzma, Buddy Hield, Kyrie Irving, Doug McDermott, Eric Gordon, Alec Burks, Terry Rozier, and Josh Richardson. However, some of them are better than others. The addition of most of those players might be a significant improvement for the Lakers, who currently rank 27th in the league with a 33.1 three-point percentage. Myler Turner, PJ Washington, and Jakob Poeltl are a few big men that come after the shooters. In AD's absence, they could all significantly strengthen the defense, while Turner has 41.7% shooting from three-point range, and Washington has 31.8% from that range, which may help the offense slightly. Lastly, there is Jay Crowder, who is searching for a new club to play for this season, Cam Reddish, who may be a buy low option, Kelly Oubre Jr., who might offer some assistance on both ends of the floor, as they would add the two components LA lacks, shooting and a defensive big. A deal for Hield and Turner would always be attractive. Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverley, and picks may be the team's offer if they decide they no longer want to trade Russell Westbrook. The Pacers trade is undoubtedly out of the question, but they may still be able to get one of those shooters who is above average. Even though the Lakers have choices, AD's injury has slowed down the process, but given that trade season is just around the corner, we should anticipate some activity from the Lakers. So that's it, my friends. Anthony Davis's injury has added to the Lakers' troubles, but do you think the former MVP, Russell Westbrook, can improve his game and fill the gap Davis left if he is not traded? Let's hear your comments in the section below. Please remember to subscribe, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.